This is a horse that only Bart can handle. How gracefully it crosses the finish line. It only takes one look to end the race. All the other horses shrink back. Winning first place isn't enough. It wants second and third place too. However, before its success, this horse had a heartbreaking past. Before meeting Bart, it was just a horse used for people's entertainment. Without any safety measures in place, it was forced to perform high dive stunts and repeat them many times. Its life was constantly under threat, until one day it was brought to Springfield for a performance. The audience below cheered loudly, but this performance was clearly animal abuse. The righteous police wouldn't just stand by and watch.
You have a permit for that?
No problem, sir. It's in my car.
Then the horse was abandoned. According to the rules, horses without owners would be sent to the slaughterhouse unless someone on site adopted it. Bart stepped forward. He and the horse looked deeply into each other's eyes. Then Bart turned to look at Homer, and Homer turned to look at Marge.
Should the Simpsons get a horse?
They gave the horse a name, Buddy.
Tunnel!
But when they got home and saw the bills, Marge was instantly shocked. The horse's upkeep would cost several $1,000s, putting even more pressure on the Simpson family. Plus, Marge always loved buying strange things, like this mop that needed to be fed, and scissors that could cut car doors in half, and even beetles for unclogging drains. To prevent their quality of life from declining, Homer decided to find a way to make Buddy self-sufficient. After considering all options, he realized horse racing was a good choice. Homer watched all the movies about horse racing and finally grasped the true essence of training racehorses, that is, to whisper to the horse.
When the race starts, run really fast.
Soon, the day of the race arrived. While the other horses charged forward, Buddy just stood there in a daze. Its eyes showed terror, and its limbs were stiff. Bart told it not to think about anything, that it was okay even if they lost. With Bart's comfort and encouragement, Buddy finally rekindled its fighting spirit, but the race had long since ended. Although they lost the race, Buddy had overcome its fear. Homer firmly believed it could become a true fighter in the future. Now Buddy had colorful hair, a jacket outlined its sturdy physique, a hat brought it some mystery, a nose ring added to its head-turning appeal. After this makeover, Homer led it to the racetrack. People were all amazed by it. The race was about to begin. There was no more hesitation in Bart's eyes. Buddy's eyes were filled with killing intent. Now it was like a demon possessed, and it would torture the other competitors' bodies.
That's it, Dee. Don't let anyone push you around. Be as bad as you want to be.
The race was no contest. Buddy won its first championship with crushing dominance, but Homer wasn't so lucky. As the trainer, he fell into the villain's trap.
What happened?
Homer arrived in another dimension. This was the secret garden of the leprechauns. It turned out that the ones racing against Bart weren't humans. They were elves who looked remarkably like humans. They used hats to cover their elongated ears and imitated human voices and behavior. They monopolized the horse racing industry and enjoyed emperor-like treatment. But Buddy's appearance broke the original balance, so they threatened Homer that he must lose the final race. If Homer didn't agree, they would eat him. To save his life, Homer had no choice but to agree. Then he was sent back to the human world. Homer felt like it was all a dream until the leprechauns came out again to threaten him. That evening, Homer discussed losing the race with Bart. Bart found it incredible after hearing this, because Homer had always taught him that winning the championship was most important. But Homer said he didn't want to push the horse too hard. Bart thought that made sense, but the final